Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to another episode of Funday Sunday, and this is another battle I had with a few of my clanmates very early in the morning, like 3 o'clock in the morning, something like that. I was really dumb, but I do have a few of my clanmates, and that includes my Commander-in-Chief Pizza. All hail Pizza, please. And as you can see, we are playing on Islands of Ice. We have a Conqueror, we have a Missouri, Fitagrosa, North Carolina, Tirpitz, Minotaur, Baltimore, Rune, Kutuzov, Gearing, Shimikaze, and a Fletcher. On the enemy team, there's a Kerfers, a Lion, Fitagrosa, Alabama, Tirpitz, Mossva, Charles Martel, Otago, Gearing, Gotsovoy, Fletcher, and a Kagero. And once again, I should also point out, we do have our wonderful teammate in pink. Pink is so fashionable, I guess. No game, no life. Here's a helpful tip. Do not shoot at bots in co-op. You will turn pink. He had to learn the hard way, apparently. And yes, we are in the Minotaur. And I am actually recording this prior to update 6.11. This is prior to us getting the new clan port. And I am, in fact, on vacation at this time and being. I am currently up in South Dakota, hopefully looking at the Four Faces, as my mother calls it, Mount Rushmore. So if any of my viewers are from South Dakota, hello y'all. I'm actually going to be in your state for a little while. So yes, I'm on vacation. Hopefully you guys will be enjoying this. Now, the reason why I decided to pick this battle is, one, it was a fairly good game. It was a fun game, very close game. But also, on the enemy team, there is a division by Nave, and these were actually a few ships that, or better yet, this was the same division we saw in a previous battle, and they kind of kicked our butt. We still won the game, but yeah, they kind of kicked our butt. We were in tier 7 versus tier 8. I think they're using the exact same ship. So this is my and ours retribution against them. So we'll see how things go. So I do push in towards B, trying to assist Pizza, and once again, Pizza is in a destroyer. And as I have mentioned, if you see Pizza in a destroyer, be very afraid, because he's actually a really good destroyer captain. So be very afraid of him. So with that in mind, trying to get into a situation where I can assist, but it looks like the enemy team is pushing quite heavily into A, and for some odd reason we have a few teammates that pushed in towards A as well, and we have just lost our gearing, which is not particularly a really good start. And unfortunately my AA goes off and I am instantly detected. Almost instantaneously try to turn off my AA, and it's a really good time to start reversing, because we have a Predator also firing, as well as a enemy cruiser. I wonder which cruiser that is, because it looks like there is a smoke screen that is currently on the north section, or better yet, west section of B. I always get thrown off by Islands of Ice. North should really be that way. The way I'm facing should be west, but whatever. That's the western section of the map. So I'm actually going to move into a different location, because at the moment there's not really a lot of targets I can assist. And Fletcher, or better yet, Gearing pops up. And a Gearing versus a Fletcher is not something I would I would bet on the Gearing, to say the very least. Not saying that the Fletcher could not put the hurt on the Gearing, but the Gearing does have slightly more health, as well as some additional guns. And now we are in a position where we can actually slow up and pop our smoke, and just I love the Minotaur. If any of you are new to my channel, British cruisers are my bread and butter. I really do love my British cruisers a lot, and this Gearing is going to go down. The Gearing's a fat ship, so it does take a lot of AP damage, and there we go, very first kill of the game on our side, and we get first blood. I guess technically would be first blood, but unfortunately goes to the enemy team. But anyways, see the Alabama's pushing in. That was the Alabama on that division. Dropped torpedoes, hoping he might get into range. And oh, looks like the Gearing has dropped torpedoes. Oh, it's time to back up. Need almost torpedo beats right now. Ooh, that was very close. Backing up and dodging torpedoes. Very nice. Alright, there's the enemy Otago. Let's focus him down. Honestly, a Tago versus Minotaur AP, yeah, no win situation there. But Kagero decides to show up. Yeah, Kagero. Oh no. Oh, yes. Alright, so Pizza does take out the enemy Kagero, but the Tago and the Kagero have both dropped torpedoes, and I think it's a very good time to actually pull away and try to avoid these torpedoes as quickly as possible. So, unfortunately for us, that smoke is going to no longer be any use to us, but we're going to at least try to get ourselves into a better location. And that smoke screen is actually about to die, so it's no harm, no foul. Now the enemy team is doing really good. They have 2 caps to our 1, or better yet, 2 caps to our none. We have no caps at the moment. They are, and for the most part, have most of C, but is obviously currently being held off by the Shimikaze. Pizza does lay down a smoke screen, which I will gladly take. USN smokescreen is the best in the world. Allows us to, or better yet, allows me to stay hidden within it for a very long time. Now, one little side note about smokescreens actually is the fact that here in the possible near future, smokescreens are no longer going to be completely invisible for any ship that is going to be in it. Battleships that open up within a smokescreen still will be detected to about, I think, about 15 kilometers away, something like that. But I don't know exactly what's all going to happen. Hopefully it will not be a complete nerf to the smokescreen, because British cruisers really rely on smoke screens just to survive for any point of time, because without a smoke screen, well, you've seen a compilation of videos of British cruisers just being completely devastated by battleship AP, so really need to be careful on this. So we'll see what the future holds. Hopefully they will only nerf it for battleships and possibly some other cruisers, and not for British cruisers, because I really don't know what's going to happen to the British cruisers, especially if that smokescreen is going to not completely hide any cruisers in a smokescreen. So Charles Motel coming around the corner. Yeah, Citadel, look at that. Oh, and we have just earned Fabulous Fuse. So that's one of the new medals that you can get. It's for the collectibles. So hopefully we'll get a few more. Let's see. Looks like he's blind firing in towards the smoke screen. I'm obviously going to be reversing this entire time. But I don't think he's going to be lasting long. He looks like he's trying to get out of here as quick as possible. And yeah, he's taken so much damage, over 20k, and he has dropped his own torpedoes, hoping to get a torpedo hit. Fortunately, we have Hydro up, so that's not going to pose any issues to us. And just going to be constantly harassing. This is really what the British cruisers are good for, even though I have seen a player saying that it's pointless for a British cruiser to fire at broadside battleships, and I'm like, yeah, obviously you're not playing right, because you should not have this issue. And there we go, very first kill of the game. Well, very first kill, second kill of the game. And let's see, then we have an enemy Moskva pushing in. He is one ship I'm afraid of. He has a very long range radar. And I really do not want to allow him the opportunity to get radar on me and also possibly Citadel me. So I do have to be careful. I'm going to try to use this smoke screen as long as possible, but I do have to be well aware that I need to be getting out of there soon enough. But yes, don't know what this Edinburgh captain was talking about not being able to damage broadside battleships. Obviously, he's not playing it right, because especially against German battleships, you should be just racking up the damage with all the superstructure that is available. But anyways, Tago finally pops back up. Gorosavoy pops up as well. Need to try to take him out. He can be a very, very dangerous problem for us. Let's see. Smoke screen is starting to go down, and there is the radar. And oh, it's high time to be sailing away. Fortunately for me, I think we should be able to get away from this Moskva. Gonna stop firing and run away as quick as possible. Oh, of course, look at this. 4 or 5 ships are now aiming at us. Really? Really? I'm just a lonely little Minotaur. Actually, we had 6 ships firing at us. But as you can see, the enemy team has more ships than we do. They are currently taking B. But for whatever reason, you should be seeing a Tirpitz and a Lion that decided to go after a AFK Fidel, and I probably should have mentioned this. There is a AFK ship, so we're technically running with only 5 ships because the Fidel is AFK, and yeah, that's not good. But now we are in a position where we can slow up and pop smoke, and now we can basically return the favor against this Moskva. And look at this, broadsides to us. Yeah, look at that damage racking up. Very, very nice. Let's see. Our team is actually, almost all our team is currently sitting at the very northern part of C. And I do ask for assistance against this Moskva. Would love to take him down as quick as possible because he is the most dangerous threat towards me. There is still a Gorosavoy that's currently behind us, and I'm going to focus him because they're just so happy to shoot at this AFK battleship. And this is something you don't always want to do. Like, if you're in a position where you could be doing something else, you should not instantaneously just focus on AFK ship. Gorosavoy has stopped firing and is now no longer detected. Let's see. It does look like he actually is starting to turn in, and we're having some replay issue. But we are getting a few hits every now and then. Conqueror does take out the Moskva, so don't have to worry about the radar. And hoping to finish him off, but I don't think I am going to be that fortunate. But we do have Hydro up, and oh, there he is. Found him. There we go. 3rd kill of the game. Very, very nice. Kurfürst is now going down. I think should go down here in a moment. Looks like the Gorosavoy has dropped torpedoes. You have to be aware of them. But I think I'm going to try to take big steps in the other direction. And yep, now we are outside our smoke screen. And the Kurfürst does go down. All that's left on the enemy team is the Alabama, a Tirpitz, a Lion, and also a Fedegolosa, which is actually entirely useless to his team because, as you can see, he's all the way on the northwestern side, and he's continually sailing towards A. Yeah, so I guess technically both sides had unhelpful battleships, so I guess we're somewhat even, so that's actually good. The Alabama is very, very low in health. I'm going to go ahead and drop torpedoes off towards the Lion and the Tirpitz. Alabama should go down in just a moment. Let's see. Now we only have one more smoke screen, and we need to be at least careful about this. Let's see. Almost detected. We're gonna go slow up, and he does go down to Pizza's torpedoes. And with that, we're gonna go ahead, slow up, pop our smoke screen, and open up on the enemy Lion. And there is the enemy Tirpitz. Now see this, once again, going after a AFK ship when you should be assisting your teammates really is not the smartest idea, because now they are so out of position. They no longer have the tier 10 Kurfürst or the Moskva, and now they have a Minotaur, a Kutuzov, a Conqueror all opening up on them, and this is just a bad positioning for them. Now, unfortunately for me, those torpedoes did not actually land, and we are not able to get any damage, but we are hoping for some torpedoes. Now I have stopped firing because these guys are looking towards the smoke screen, hoping to get a few hits. Now we do have a minute left, but these guys are getting incredibly close towards the smoke screen, and I think it's actually better if we do pull away and possibly maneuver away. Alright, torpedoes are off, and we are now detected by the Lion. And we're going to try to angle away. This is something you really have to be careful. Don't want to show a lot of broadside to the enemy ships. That can happen. That was just a regular penetration. That was actually not a normal... Oh, wow. I believe that was AP from the Conqueror against that Lion. That was a really big hit. And yes, we are taking quite a bit of damage right now. The Turpets just... Or better yet, the Lion actually took... a large amount of damage, and this Turpets, what? I don't know why this Turpets really wants me dead, but unfortunately he does. So yeah, ouch. Fortunately, no Citadel. That's actually really super nice. Turpets sitting decent health. Fortunately for us, we do have our division mate did lay down a smoke screen, so that should prove beneficial. I am going to try to use this smoke screen as quickly as possible. It looks like he has now stopped aiming us, and we're going to go ahead and turn in and try to get within the smoke screen for our benefit, because unfortunately for myself, I no longer have any smoke screen available. And let's see, good, we're no longer broadside, although it is still possible to be Citadel from the nose. But less likely now since we are no longer detected. So this Turpets is just going down. Oh, good lord. Can we actually steal the skill? That would be nice. Unfortunately, no kill for us, but we are still sitting quite comfortably at 3 kills and 137,279 points of damage. So overall, not too bad. Now all that's left on the enemy team is a Freddy, and... well, the enemy team is not particularly happy with this Fide Grosso, as you will see in a moment that, well, these guys are very, very salty towards this guy, because he has ran all the way up north. I believe in chat in just a moment, they will actually give away their position, which is not something you really want to do, but in this case, I don't blame them. I probably do the same. Like, this is totally uncalled for. Like, he ran away. And I think he's actually fairly full health, too. I think he was sitting around maybe 3/4 health, something like that. So he could have easily assisted his teammates, especially in that maneuver of pushing in from the east, and then the Freddy could have pushed in from the south and assisted that way. But unfortunately for them, he decided that was not the proper thing to do. So not much time left on the clock, only about a minute and 30 seconds left. We are well ahead in points. Now we're going to go ahead and quickly capture A as quickly as possible. And all three of us actually did really good damage wise. There we go. In team chat, pointing out where their last ship is. Yeah, hiding all the way up north at C2 or D2. So, yeah, not particularly helpful for us at all. Or better yet, not particularly helpful for them. But not a bad game. It was a good turnaround, especially being behind in ships and points. So, definitely a fun game all the same. But I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode here. Once again, I am enjoying my vacation. I have not had vacation time since May. So it's very well needed. We'll be all the way in South Dakota, seeing the views, hopefully enjoying myself. But anyways, hopefully you guys will have a great day as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zaijian.